Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday interview day. All right, so the video is exporting. I had no error messages today. And what I did was I did not eject the card, which means right now I'm using the memory card out of the Action 4 in the Pocket 3 so that I can record a clip of this. I tell you what, you guys are being so generous in the comments. You don't want me stopping. It's so cool. Trust me, and I kind of thought about this yesterday a little bit more. Maybe I'm not going to put myself in such a strenuous demand to have the videos every day, but to, if I don't get a video edited or whatnot, not to stress about it, but still post and kind of follow along with what Charles Strippy ended up doing, which was combining days at some point, maybe. But I think it's going to be a real hard cold turkey stop for me personally, because I've done this for so long that not picking up the camera is going to feel really weird. And I'm kind of doing it anyway. You guys will notice it gets part way through the day, nothing's going on. I just quit. I just stop. It's forcing it is not good. Made a cup of coffee. No, I reheated my coffee from last night that I never drank, and that wasn't really satisfying. So I went and made another cup of coffee, and ground started floating up. So that caused me to clean the entire Keurig out, which was kind of interesting because I ran just hot water through it into a measuring cup, and the water came out just disgusting looking. So did that twice, kind of clean it out, and then it's like, So I popped out the actual K-cup holder, rinsed that out in the sink, put the measuring cup underneath him because I was looking down inside the whole little unit there, and used a little hose wand hot water with the sprinkler, and oh god, 3 cups of debris came flushing out of that whole little area that you never see. So hopefully, and then when I was finishing that cup of coffee, ground's in the bottom. There's 2 things that'll make Kurt gag: grounds in his coffee and eggshell in his food. So it's still not very strong. I don't know why. And this is the McDonald's. It's really weird. It's very, very weird. Anyway, so we are, I'm waiting for this to export and get it uploading. And then we're going to head to the park. Try to get it out of here. Oh, so yeah, this guy must be, oh, now it's not even registering. Wow. It was 100 and it's so hot it can't register anymore. Last I saw it was 114 degrees. Yeah, it's blinking. I don't think it's too far away. I think it's exceeded because the sun is beating right on the thing out there. So a new little trick I'm also going to try to do is literally go through before I start editing at all and look for all the turns and clip all the turns out first, then go back through and play through and cut out stuff that I feel like I don't want to have in there. Just I know someone commented on that a long time ago with back in the TX30 days, filming yourself like this and then turning the camera around. Those turns, so when I spin this around, I usually stop talking so I can cut them out and I'm not missing any dialogue. Not every time. It's not going to happen every time. What you doing there, pretty girl? Ooh, she's like, can I get some food today, please? Because I'm pretty sure my dish is empty. Yeah. You got a little bit of chow in there. Meow. This is a cat that doesn't meow. This is the cat that doesn't meow. She's meowing. She sees me pet the dogs and then she's like, hey, I want some love too, She also plays with her tail and has fights. You should do your fights with your tail. You're trying to get me with that back leg, you little brat. She's like, what are you doing to me? I'm doing a no-no and showing you online. Look at that face. She's such a pretty cat. I call her the what are they? Snow leopard. Even though she's really not, but close. Just love her fur pattern. Okay. Anyway, guys, good morning. And happy Wednesday interview day. Oh, last night after dinner, I got on Indeed, did my application for Aldi's. So that is done and that is in. This thing is probably, I'm going to say about 65% done. Let's see how close I am guessing. 57. Wow, I was off. Oh god damn dogs. These dogs have been ridiculous today. Because they're putting that concrete step in across the street. Alright, so right now we have 25 degrees Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit. I don't know what the heck that was, but nonetheless. It's trying to focus on me. Let me get behind it so I can show it. Not even sure you guys are going to be able to read this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to screen grab it and put it on screen. 27 degrees Celsius, 80 degrees out right now. I'm a little concerned with the pavement heat. So might have to get these guys off into the grass as we go here at the park. But we're going to do the big section first. And I did make a change here. So the strap I got, that casemate strap, I actually hooked it to the big battery, the StarTech battery. So I don't have to have the cage on here when I'm grunting. Makes it a little bit easier for getting in and out of the car to switch back and forth. So we're gonna see how this works, but gives me a handle and it's locked in there good. So we are getting some exercise. A little bit of a breeze today. Yesterday there was, I think, 11-mile-an-hour wind is what it called for, but it sure didn't look like anything was moving around. So, oh man, fun times here. And Priya is like all the way back. What's new? Anchor dog. Alright, potties are done. Well, not all. Mateo hasn't done his yet, but Priya's gotten hers out of the way. It's kind of hazy over here today with this heat. Whew, but so green, so beautiful. Now I wanted to get them into this section so that it was a little bit cooler, because I mean they're hot already. And we're going to have a section on the other side that's going to be sunny. So between the breeze and the shade, cool them down before we get out into that. And a little less concerned about the pavement temperature. We have one of those thermo ones for your head for when COVID was a thing. I don't know if it would go high enough though for pavement. I think it would probably exceed what my one at home was doing today. Yeah, I saw 114 in the sun. I'm like, holy crap. But that's kind of why I don't want them beating down in the sun, because I mean that was almost an hour ago. So the video is still exporting. It was at about 82%. I'm gonna do our stuff here. Okay, goody. Little man's doing his business. They used to have a trash can on this corner and they removed it a couple years ago. But there is one further down by the little pavilion, so I gotta pick that up. So watching iDig4 the other night, he was talking about the different vines that grow up in these trees. Now, I don't think that big one that I was seeing over Canfield was poison, but I know that like on the other side, these get really colorful in the fall. Now, I don't know if this is a poisonous vine, but you gotta be very careful apparently though, that the vines that grow up around these trees can be poison ivy, poison oak, stuff like that. It looks really pretty in the fall though. It gets very colorful. In the shade, it's not so bad. I'm gonna say it's a very noticeable difference. Just when the sun comes through in these little spots here, you definitely feel the heat difference. So, well, it's gonna probably end up being really quick, even though we're not quite into July yet. Little League's gonna be here before you know it. And looks like they got that. So that building they were building apparently is another shop. It's another like a souvenir shop. I know the ones that were underneath the stadium, they were very cramped and very small, so they were building a new one to kind of spread things out a little bit better. I did check, no Final Cut camera, and I'm pretty sure I will be tweeting out to Apple, be like, you said spring is over on the 20th, where's our Final Cut camera? Another puppy down there getting a walk. Yeah, there's quite a bit of shade, but once we get on the other side there's going to be a section there where we're going to be in the sun for a bit. Are you hot? Are you hot, little man? Can't even see you. There you is. There you is. He goes, yeah, I'm hot. Go on. I'm stopping in the shade so you guys can pee and do whatever you need to do. Go investigate. This walk is actually for you guys. I just wanted to get us in the shade. Hi, birdies. Look at that haze on the mountain. Isn't that crazy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. this would probably be about the most we do outside today, I'm thinking. I do want to get down there and look at the, whatchamacallit, so maybe after my interview when I get home, go do that. Okay, what do you want to do? Hi. Hi, pretty girl. She's like, Daddy, it's not out. Hey, we have something similar to you guys. The ornaments here, we have some of them. Actually, at least we're in the shade. Oh, yes. I don't want to shut it down because if there's any planes that go over, then I miss them. It sure, I mean, that's a nice little cloud out there. Just kind of hanging out by himself. Yeah, you can tell it's just, the heat index is just so high. And honestly, I'm really believing that being in the air conditioning as much as we've been, I really think messes with your respiratory system. Because then when you go outside, the humidity, for me personally, it messes with me a little bit. Now, this is a level walk, so it's not giving me too much of a problem. I cannot see this screen in this lighting, especially with sunglasses. There we go. What are you doing, Bray? She goes, Daddy, I'm hot. Well, my tongue is dripping. All right, we're just going to take the big lap, and then we're going to call it then. So I think it's too warm out here for them already. This might wear them out a little bit though. When they go home, they'll be quiet. But we have a lot of work going on around the apartment. We have maintenance, trying to get the apartment, the one bedroom downstairs, which I know Jamie came and looked at the other day, so he might be our neighbor. I haven't messaged him to see if he's taking it. Across the way, they're doing the concreting on the step. They were pouring it this morning, which I thought they'd already done, but apparently not. And the lawn care guys are there still trimming bushes and taking more bushes out and stuff because they're supposed to be mulching by the week's end. We shall see. Then I'll put our fencing back up out front and we'll decorate that for the summer. So it's kind of what I've been holding off for, because I figure if I put that in there and then they mulch around it, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll just do that when I get home. Put that back up, get it nice and straight. I'll give the birdies someplace else to land. I might actually get another roll of that ivy stuff that we put around the fence. The birds seem to really enjoy that. They kind of like hide in it. It's funny, on the backside. They sit there by the bird feeder in where the ivy sits. I don't want to put too much more out back because then we won't be able to see them, but I might cover the door alongside the grill there and then leave it from that one stretch on the backside where the groundhog's always at. You can't go to a park without some sort of a ball coming at you, can you, Priya? Today it's soccer balls. She's freaking out. She sees the soccer balls and she's like, nope, not getting anywhere near that. Poor puppy. I think she needs to do something. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like she's actually hotter than Mateo today. She's definitely acting, yeah, she's very curious. She's like, make sure there's no ball coming at me. Poor baby girl. But she's definitely acting way more affected by the heat than Mateo. All right, so what do you guys think? Should we just kind of play the vlogs out? And, you know, if there's a day I just don't feel like doing something, I don't have to. But for the most part, you know, if, you know, just kind of combine some days at certain times, or think that works out for you guys. I know there's quite a few of you that are really wishing I don't stop the vlogs. And I truly appreciate the comments you guys are leaving. It really does, it almost makes me tear up because I've been doing this for so long. And, you know, just, I think a lot of you get it. It's like 10 years of my life is online, nearly. And gone through quite a few things in life with, you know, an ending marriage, a broken ankle, broken leg, you know, ending relationships, new relationships, losing a parent, losing an aunt, losing an uncle, which, you know, was never told. That still bothers me. And actually I saw a post from my cousin the other day on Father's Day. And it's just, I still want to comment. It would have been nice if someone would have reached out and told me that my uncle passed away. Thanks a lot. But it's the generation. But no, actually she's older than me. So it's not the generation. She's like 2 years older than me. It's just the indecency of some family members. just irks irks me. But there's days I just feel like I have very little to show, very little to do. So I kind of force an issue maybe a little bit, but you know, can't always get out and do this. Obviously, yeah, so we've had ending relationship, we've had ending jobs, we've had injuries, we've had, you know, a lot of adventures since hanging out with Mike. I've seen a lot, I've shown a lot, and I've seen these guys grow up. So that's one of the big things, is seeing the puppies grow up. Unfortunately, you know, I go back in time and see Arizona and AJ, and losing pets, that's always sucks. And it makes me wish I could give them one more hug. That's the second time I've seen that. People now have, instead of walking their kids in a stroller, they're literally walking them in a playpen on wheels. Okay. I guess it would be the same as putting them in a wagon, but it's a little bit taller and they can, less likely for them to fall out. Hey, whatever works, I guess. Parents getting outside and getting some exercise, the kids are getting some fresh air and getting out in nature. So, ooh, hold on. So the other way is really hazy. This way is just looking really pretty. Hello, Mr. Sun. You are warm. That section wasn't too bad, honestly. It wasn't as awful as I was expecting it to be. Ooh, hold on. Something growing in the grass down here. Of course, I'm sure there's a lot of bees too. Seen these before. Yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah, Priya, I know. It's warm out. What do you think, Mateo? He's like, oh, I need to sniff these since you're filming them? Okay, Dad. I got the job. I got the job done. There you go. Little dog. Yeah, I just can't believe that the 30th is coming so fast. I actually had quite a long conversation with Sherry yesterday about plans. So, to my knowledge, it's going to be Mike, Andrea, Denise, so Mike's girlfriend and his sister, himself, Tim, and Sherry is flying in from Boston. From Massachusetts, well, not from Boston, but from Massachusetts. Yeah, it's a big deal. Some of you may figure out where we're going, but it's going to be things that I've never been able to do. We've been to this location quite a few times, but things I've never been able to do, we're going to do. It is going to be a jam-packed day. I'm probably going to have Mike mad at me as much crap as we're going to, but there is driving to some of the places, so, and once we get to the final location, we're going to pretty much be there the rest of the time. I'm excited. I want to be able to do this, not have dogs on me, just, you know, be able to go out and just make one whale of a video of this location. So, I'm excited. Just hope the weather holds up. I mean, it's probably going to be if it's going to be a nice day, it's probably going to be a hot day. But you know what? That's okay. Because I know the first time we ever went there, it was 98 degrees. And it was on the 30th of June. I've probably given enough hints at this point. Oh, man. So, it's crazy to be doing this long, but to get the feedback is... It hits my heart. I appreciate it, guys. What you doing, Mr. Squirrel? What you doing? My doggy trying to chase you. Guys are so cute. Yeah, at Knoebels there was a couple black squirrels. Didn't get to really catch them too well. There it is. Yeah, this was my concern with going with the Space Black. That phone overheats so fast in the sun. that then the screen dims out and you can't see what you're recording. So I know I got the helicopter though. I was on him. Should pull out the titanium and see how that handles this weather. But this is a really good test on the Pocket that Mike wanted. Another good reason to keep it going is the heat test. So with the Action 4, I know I mentioned the other day, I had it filming in the window at 120 frames per second. Even though it said that the camera was overheated, and it was going to turn the screen off in 3 seconds, it never stopped recording. Trying to keep them over. We might just kind of avoid the sidewalk a little bit here. Not real caring if we get the mileage portion is. We never go through the trees here and film. See the wildlife. Kind of keeps them in the shade. And there's a baby beagle that's up that way. You probably can't even see him, but everybody sniffed noses, really nice, and was pleasant. Oh, there's a squirrel out that way. I shouldn't make my way to the squirrel, but we're going to anyway. Yeah, this is, they actually named this the Grove because they left these trees here. Gotta be careful though with heavy winds because they're old and they break a lot. They've cleaned it up really nice though. Does that shade feel good, Priya? She goes, yep, and I smelled chipmunks. And then we're off the pavement, so this is helping their pads on their little feet. Don't want to burn them. That's my other fear between the actual heat and the temperature of the pavement. Oh, there's a bee. Come on, Priya. Leave the bee alone. Come on, leave the bee alone. Don't want her eating it. Next thing, she come home with a big swollen face. She had that one time. You guys are way back in the day. She had some sort of a reaction to something. Her whole face swelled up to like triplet size or better. Yeah, so I was mentioning the other day about there is when heavy rains, this little channel here fills up with water. We've seen it before in the videos. There's so many things we've seen. So many memories. There goes a squirrel. It's just crazy. Things we've seen, equipment we've tried, and finally found the simplest system. You know, to be completely honest with you, had I known that the Pockets were so convenient, I probably would have gone with the Pocket 2, and I guarantee you that when the next version comes out in like 3 years, I will go with the next Pocket as well, because I mean, this is obviously the best model they've ever made in the fact that, you know, it's 1-inch sensor, you know, 4K 60. It's just so convenient to use. You know, if I want to put it away, it's easy. Just put it away. And there's, you know, so many different little tricks you can do with the damn thing that kind of hinders you with a phone and these big cameras that other YouTubers are using. You know. The only downside I think I have is like this. Now, actually, that transitioned really nice. But there's certain times in the day, of course, I have light coming this way. If I go over here, no, it kept me. It kept me in light. There's times when it just gets a little too dark sometimes, but I don't know. But yeah, definitely when the next model comes out, I'll be in, like I said, it'll be 3 years, year 13. These trees over here, these are the ones that were really colorful with the vines. I'm pretty sure someone said that was poison oak. It's what's creeping up these, but they get so colorful in the fall. It makes everything look so vibrant over here. I don't think we've ever walked back in here, really. Priya's fighting me right now. But I figure we'll do a little more shade, a little more grass, get them out of the heat, and get them off the pavement, and see parts of the park we've never come to see. Yeah, look at all these vines and stuff growing up these trees. Little green bug on me was. You really think they would get him out of there, that dead one? Yeah, we are completely on the other side of the sidewalk now. There's the drainage. That fills it. Oh man, we're missing the train. I don't know if we're going to be able to see him right here at the high spot. I don't think we're going to. Unless we can get up higher. Oh, he's back in the trees. Yeah. When J. Gibby, he follows like everything I do on Twitter. He's certainly liking it or sharing it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I know you show my vlogs a lot in your vlogs. He did. I mean, everybody has their own little way of filming their life. You know, I try to make it. I don't know what I try to do. I try to keep it moving for, you know, getting out and whatnot. And home life is kind of slow. Squirrel, what you doing, buddy? Climbing that tree? Yeah. You climbing that tree? You get up there, buddy. There you go. Catching wildlife and filming my puppers. As many of you probably figured, this will probably be, once we're done here, this will probably be the day. Unless something amazing happens. Oh, I do want to go down and see the construction site later, so. I say that day after day after day, and we just, by the time we get done with dinner and clean up, no one's in the mood for a whole lot. Last night we were starting watching Presumed Innocent on Apple TV, and it is a very, very dark show. Don't know if we're going to keep up with it. I don't know that Terry really liked it, and I wasn't overly. Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. It's about the biggest name. Apple seems to have a lot of darker shows, and I know I did see something where that was kind of their niche is, but they film things in a like a darker way, and I mean visually darker as well as the material. Now what are they doing over here? They're cutting stuff. They're digging stuff up again. I wonder if they're putting a pavilion in or something over here. I mean, they skimmed a lot of land out. Of course, we noticed those trees missing last time we were over here. They're putting borough offices and meeting rooms in. Really? All right, well, that's what's going to be here next. Interesting. You know, things always are changing. So they knock out the pool, and then 2 years later put in a borough offices on the park property. Smell something good, guys? We'll see the land before it's developed. I never even really noticed they finally cleaned up those big trees that they had cut down over there. They're monsters too. They cleaned up around the flagpole too. That was getting really, really junked up. This one's still pretty big. The other one I think is bigger than it. A monster tree that I'm not sure if this one fell. It looks pretty rotted. I need to get a grinder in here and take that stump down. Pretty tree. A bird in there. Hi, birdie. This one's massive. I remember crawling through all the debris to get up here to film this. Look at the size of it. It's like the size of a table. I mean, if you were to get a nice slice off that with a chainsaw, you could make it and kind of, you know, even it out. You can make a hell of a table out of that. Yes, you could, Mateo. Yes, you could, buddy. All right, let's go to the car. Come on. Pups are like, they're doing well considering the heat. Oh, no one's playing tennis. Priya loves watching tennis. She doesn't mind tennis balls, but she does not like volleyballs, basketballs, soccer balls. Those big ones she does not like. And they don't have the hose out anymore. They have a water dish here, but that water's probably steaming hot and very dirty. There's bugs in it too. Get the bugs out. It's warm, I know. It's better than nothing though, guys. Normally they have a hose out here that you can refill, but I wonder if the bathrooms are even unlocked. Yep, looks like they are. I don't have to use it though, surprisingly. Considering I've had 3 cups of coffee. The bugs are pissed off at me because I threw them out. Alright, come on guys. Let's take it home. Alright, Mr. Sun, you've been fun. But we're going to go home and get in the air conditioning. More convenient for the car. Ta-da! All done. Don't have to take that other thing off. Just take the battery handle off and it's ready to go in the car. Yeah, I didn't completely forget, but yeah, we got these when we went out. No, we got these at Sam's Club. Yeah, these are Sam's Club. Got like a whole box of these. Oh, they are so good. If you get a chance to go to get them, they're not super expensive, but every flavor doesn't have that nasty aftertaste. It's real fruit flavors. So I usually eat 3 at a time, but I had 2 the one night and I didn't have blue. So that's what I'm having to cool down right now. It must have cooled down just enough to be back registering 114 degrees. So I'm back on the patio. Oh, yeah, we're indoors now. The way my life is working right now. So 2 hours prior to my interview, I get a phone call from the recruiter stating that they're canceling my interview, that they're holding all job postings at this time from West Company. However, in the meantime, I do have an interview scheduled on Monday the 24th at 12 o'clock with Aldi's. So let's hope for that one. This is getting a little bit insane, I'll be honest with you. I had no intention that it was going to be this difficult to get back into the workforce. Everybody wants workers, but nobody wants workers. Whew. It's warm out here, especially when you're working with the grill, but right now I am attempting to season it again. So I've never actually done this properly. Apparently you're supposed to do it 3 to 5 times, according to the directions. I'm 2 in. But here's my problem is, I don't know if my griddle, I think it's bowed. It's like very wonky right now, because it's running everything down in this corner, back in that corner. So I think the grill plate is no longer level, but it's supposed to smoke off for a few minutes. So let this do this one, wipe it off again. I actually use like one of the little orange pads, the scouring tool. Yeah, that was a mistake. I melted it completely. Yeah, I've never seen my grill look quite like that. That maybe. So I'm gonna do this one more time. We're gonna do up the chicken for the doggies and for us. After I don't know how many years, she wants to try to reintroduce something into her diet because of protein and whatnot. She thinks it might help her, which I agree. That's why chicken's my go-to. Now I did have myself my double quarter pounder last night, deluxe, but I mean, I very minimal red meat. So Tim did message me back. Apparently Wes is on a layoff. Isn't that interesting? So, and I don't even know if I've gotten back with you guys, but after I took the interview Monday at noon at Aldi's, the manager above the store manager called me and set me up for Friday at 9:30 in the morning. So it's this week now. I go from no to yes to let's do it sooner, because Brandon put my name down, so I got kind of pulled up ahead. Fingers crossed, because I mean, even Brandon said it's not a guarantee. I want to have you, but I'm not the ultimate sayer. Alrighty, well, good news is now that I've treated it 5 times, I kind of spread back what was dripped down. Everything is slipping around on there now. It's not sticking to it finally. It just needed the pores and everything kind of sealed back in and cleaned off real good. And I kind of diced their chicken a little bit with the actual cleaner thing, because it's got a very sharp edge on it. So I figured, that'll work. Let's see if I can aim and slice. Just push right down through it. This is the dog's. I'm not going to do this to ours, I don't think. I don't think I'm dicing ours up. But it'll be interesting to see. It's been quite a few years since Terry's had chicken. She just doesn't like the substitute meats, which I get. Some of them are a little bit nasty and some of them are really good. Personally, I don't mind most of them, even if they fall apart. I'm usually okay with it. People say consistency of food. Doesn't usually bother me. Like I said, coffee grounds and eggshells. Alrighty, so the puppies is all diced up nicely with Their green beans kind of cooking in there now. And turn this side up just a little bit, not a whole bunch, but there's our slabs. I'm guessing I'm going to get the thicker one, so that's got to cook quite a ways to get it to actually cook up. But she marinated it in Ken's Italian dressing, so yummy, yummy. And then she's doing spaghetti sauce. I think we're doing spaghetti, so this is almost going to be like chicken parmesan type of thing, I think. Not really sure, but we're going to watch The Hitman, where the guy just pretends to be a hitman. So, phew, a little warm out here cooking, I'm not gonna lie. It's, like I said though, the humidity is not too bad, but it's a little steamy. Shower tonight for sure. That was gonna take entirely too long for that big piece there to cook, so we decided to do strips instead. It'll still cook up nice this way. That little thin piece was cooking up really nice though. This is the bigger piece over here. But I just kind of diced it into, try to make it even little slabs so I could put it down on the grill better and cook it through, because you don't want raw chicken. Good evening, everybody. All right, last couple clips of the night. We're gonna get around this site. Oh, it doesn't look like a whole lot's changed since last we've been here. Still got the chimney laying here. Looks like they might have found some more debris though. Some big black rocks. Probably charred rocks on the chimney. Huh. Yeah, like I said, I haven't honestly heard too much of them being out over here last couple days. So just take a quick little gander around, and then I'm gonna let them go over by the vet and sniff. That was my promise to them, since neither one of them want to walk right now. I got 2 anchors. Yeah, not a whole lot's changed. Weird. Wonder if they're letting the ground settle, maybe? Someone that knows construction better than me might know better. So, I don't know what else they have to get into, but yeah, not a whole lot different than what it was. What are you doing, lazy dog? She's like, I don't want to be out here. It's too hot. It's 84 degrees out, 29 degrees Celsius. Just took a quick gander at the phone before I started filming and took a screenshot. Just your sun is setting. And like I said, I'm going to let them go over by the vet and do their sniffs and any pee-pees they need to do. Yeah, is that where you want to go? Okay, let's take polarized lenses off so I can see you. Yeah. Now Mateo's, now they're moving. Mateo's coming too. He's like, let's go to the vet. Let's go sniff all doggies. Oh, the simple things of their little lives. Did their grilled chicken, and Priya keeps running to the kitchen and asking for more. But they're done with chicken for the night. Our chicken came out pretty good, I thought. I really don't know how much Terry tried. She's just like, we need to do fish more often and occasionally do chicken, because she just wants to try to get more protein, see if it helps her stomach. Mateo, I can't go until Priya the anchor moves. You know what, we're just going to drag Priya the anchor so you can do your thing. Yeah, this is their favorite pastime. These bushes, I'm sure they get tinkled on a lot, so they got lots to smell, and Mateo has to add his. Alright everybody, I'm going to call it a night. I hope you guys have a good day and a good night. Thanks for watching. Have a good night and stay safe. I know I said good night a lot there, didn't I? Making up for ones I forgot to.